After 22 years on the radio, we couldn't stay quiet for long.
We're Lori and Julia, still loud.
Pop culture, gossip, books, TV, music,
and probably a little too much laughter.
Let's do this.
Hi, everybody. It's Lori and Julia, and guess what we are?
We're still loud.
Yes, we are. And we just want to say, before we dive into today's fun stuff, we want to take a moment and acknowledge that things have been really intense in Minnesota recently. Many of our neighbors, friends, family, and fellow citizens are going through a difficult and unsettling time right now. So let's hold space for everyone who needs a little extra love today.
Amen.
And then let's dive into something that can make you smile.
All right. Thank you, Julia.
And I know that you weren't smiling this week because you had an incident.
Oh, my gosh. All right. You guys, you cannot, anyone who ever listened to our radio show, they have known I've been very open about what a wobbly stomach I have. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mom. Mm-hmm. And the whole family, we all have what we refer to as the wobbly Liberty stomach. And
and Liberty's a maiden name or something, right?
Something, yes.
Okay.
And so you and I had an incident in Las Vegas with the dirty slot machine,
yes,
and
we
me
did.
licking my fingers from having finger food and getting C. diff. It was just absolutely terrible. Ended up at Regions. My neighbor drove me, got dilaudid. The pain was so bad. So Tuesday night, I'm just, I think it was Tuesday. It's kind of a blur. I'm all of a sudden I feel like I'm having a diverticulitis attack. And for those of you lucky enough to not ever have one of these, you really wish you were dead because it hurts so much, Julia. What's going on in your body? Your body is cramping to get all this poop out all of a sudden. And you're sweating like you're giving birth or something. Or as you said, maybe menopause if you're a sweater, and throwing up. It was just terrible. So yesterday or whatever morning it was, I was like, I need to go back to Regions. Something is wrong with me. I don't want to get into the graphic details, but things are happening.
According to the text you sent me, yikes.
Yikes, okay? So I drive myself to Regions.
Mm-hmm.
I deny a ride. I'm going to tough it out.
Yep.
Get to Regions, and it's 10 a.m. and there's no one in the emergency room. I get right in.
How lucky were you?
I brought a Kindle. I brought my Kindle.
Always.
And I brought my Kindle, and I got in a room, and they gave me a warm blanket, and they couldn't have been nicer. And anyway, I'm going to be fine. But I have this viral infection that just has to work its way out of me. So I have to be very delicate and eat rice
She's sitting
and
on a
toast.
pillow.
Sitting on a pillow. It's been terrible.
But I'm so jealous you lost 10 pounds. I'm like, oh my gosh. I know that's always the wrong thing, but it's always a little extra benefit on the side.
It is because I put on my winter padding. I put on my winter padding. And anyway, but I was having so much fun with the nurses because, first of all, they are so wonderful. God bless our nurses and doctors.
No kidding.
And RNs and the LPNs and people who change the bed sheets and give you the warm blankets and all of that. But I said to this gal, I said, do you watch The Pit? And she said, honey, this is The Pit. Mm-hmm. She said, we're just not set in Pittsburgh, but we're a level 1 trauma center like The Pit is.
Yep.
Emergency room. And she said, we all just love it. Some of us have watched it week to week when it was on. I waited and binged it. So I talked to 3 different nurses and 1 doctor about their opinion about The Pit. And they said, it is uncannily accurate.
Wow.
And
The Pit is a TV show on HBO that is filmed 24 hours in the life of an ER
it's
room.
15 hours.
Oh, 15 hours.
15 hours. I guess that's
one shift.
One shift, which is unbelievable to me. So anyway, so that was kind of fun. And then while I'm waiting for these tests and this, that, and the other thing, I broke out my Kindle and I started a new book, which I want to recommend to people, particularly with the Olympics coming up, the Winter Olympics.
Oh, what is it?
So the book, it's a national bestseller. I waited weeks and weeks and weeks on the Libby app for this thing. And it's called The Favorites by Layne Fargo, Layne Fargo. here's the call line, if you will, on the front of the book. To the world, they were a scandal. To each other, an obsession. And it is this epic love story set in the sparkling, savage sphere of elite figure skating, specifically ice dancing.
Oh, okay.
Which is more the way they score ice dancing. They want the emotion coming out in the choreography. This is why brother-sister ice skating pairs have a hard time because it feels like, is this incest?
Right.
It's
right.
too much. And there's not enough male skaters anyway. So I would agree with Goodreads' description of this, part Wuthering Heights and part Daisy Jones and the Six.
Oh, stop.
It is.
And this is new this year.
Yes.
But it's a fiction. I mean, it's, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It came out sometime in 2025. I think I've been on hold for it for really since the summer. And this Katerina Shaw always knew she was going to be an Olympic skater. And when she meets Heath Rocca, a lonely kid stuck in the foster care system, their instant connection makes them a formidable duo on the ice. But it's fascinating. It's very well researched as far as Olympic skating and all this kind of stuff. It was just, it is so good. So they go from childhood sweethearts to champion ice dancers, this roller coaster thing. And then there's a shocking incident that happens. And it's kind of done around the guise of people telling their story through a documentary.
Oh, interesting.
Because I was at, the emergency room for 5 hours, I had a little reading time. And then because I hadn't gotten any sleep the night before because I was spasming violently all over the place.
Oh, Lori.
I slept with my warm blanket and escaped to the world of ice skating and, didn't look at any news or anything. But I don't always appreciate a romance, an epic romance novel. This is epic. And with the ice skating coming up, and I think today the Canadian World Figure Skating Championships are happening and ice dancing is part of that. So I'm going to get prepped for the ice skating, Julia, when I report.
Oh, I love it because,
Hawaii.
From Hawaii. Right. The Winter Olympics this year are in Milano, Milan, Italy. And Chris Hewitt told us about this woman that kind of left skating. She was really good and came back, and he thinks she's going to win. And I've been following it lately. And it's funny that you bring that up because we love the Winter Olympics. I mean, I just love everything about it.
Same.
But there's, I wrote it down somewhere on a piece of paper somewhere. But this weekend is a big weekend because the U.S. Championships dance team event is happening in Orlando, and Minnesota has so many teams in it. The Gophers, UMD, Mankato, St. Thomas, I think St. Benedict or St. Ben's. I mean, it's really a big weekend because, we are national championships.
I remember the one that went viral last year. Yes. I think it was the Gophers.
Right. Mm-hmm. And they won last year. So that's happening this weekend. If you want to, you have to watch it on a weird network, but just Google it. But
you know what I do? I just speak into the microphone.
Yeah. You are like Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you give it more than ice dancing? I mean, like.
Yeah, I try and be specific, but not too many words because the microphone doesn't like it. And for whatever reason, I need to enunciate clearly. There's something maybe to the depth of my voice. So the microphone, even that damn Alexa doesn't always recognize what I'm telling her to play.
Right.
Like the thing I've been telling her to play nonstop is All the Things She Said by Harrison, which was in Heated Rivalry, episode 4.
Okay.
I think it's a remake of a 2000 Tattoo song, but it's so synth, 80s dance, sex music. Add this to your sex rotation. That was a new word. Playtation list.
Look at you.
Look at me making up a new word. But anyway, All the Things She Said by Harrison. It's so good. Anyway, you'll want to screw to it, definitely.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There's your sex.
Or dance to it.
Sex Friday.
Yeah.
Or dance to
Or
it.
dance to it.
Okay, so when we're talking about books, just real quick, because I finally got the second book in this series called The Amazing Mrs. Pollifax, Pollifax, by Dorothy Gillum. But this is, Lori, I don't know. These books came out in the 60s.
Oh, dear. I'm not reading them.
Okay, but it is...
Listen to me.
It is a charming spy thriller of a retired grandma from a small town in New Jersey. Emily Pollifax spends her time between the church garden club, karate lessons, and accidentally falls into this. And it's the second one. And I listened to it on Libby, and I love the voice because it's an older woman's voice, and you just feel like she's knitting while she's reading to you.
Oh.
It's charming.
All right, tell us the name of it again.
It's The Amazing Mrs. Pollifax, and I'm on the second one in the series. But just make sure that you start with one.
Right.
It's just kind of charming. And it was a little different, and I loved it.
My mom is going to listen to this podcast because she loves these kind of cozy mysteries.
It's a cozy thing. And then my other advice on the absolute other side, and this happened to me on that, what was that book that you loved that was told about a 90-year-old man that worked in the antique store or something and found...
he's looking for his
looking
first
for
kiss.
Eddie.
Eddie is looking for his first kiss.
Okay. Because whatever that was, I started listening to it, and... when you listen to books that are told that jump a lot, it's hard because you're driving and you can't see the next chapter says so-and-so's name or whatever it is. And I'm finding this out because The Correspondent is a hot book right now. Have you heard of that?
I'm like 2 weeks from getting that.
So I'm listening to it. I bought it.
Eddie Winston Is Looking for Love.
That's it. And I thought it was... I didn't even know what it was.
The Correspondent?
No, Eddie Winston. So I'm really bummed because some books need to be read when they jump so much. So I just want to warn people about that. Because that's
a book to read.
It is. And like The Correspondent now, it's all through letters, but it's different people. And I was working out yesterday for once. I'm trying to get fit to go skiing in Montana in February.
Oh, very nice.
And I rode a bike for 6 miles and thought I was going to die. Lori thought I was dying.
Yeah.
I'm so out of shape. But anyway, I'm listening to it. And then finally I just had to shut it off because I couldn't tell who the letter was from or whatever. So some of them are just
when it's
more
multiple storytellers. It's hard.
And it's all,
Like I don't think the favorites... I think that book, it might be better read.
Right.
Because there are different people narrating this documentary. And then the story picks up with Katerina and Heath and the Lynn
I
kid.
totally love that you're reading a romance. My kind of stuff.
I finished it yesterday. I started it and finished it because
When you finish a good book, let me know because I'll get on Libby and get it.
Well, I knew I was going to be talking to you. I was saving a little savory book surprise for you.
Oh, so anyway... it's just a little different. So that's just my only warning because it bums me out because I paid, a credit on Libby.
Right.
And that's two of them that I just kind of, that are more readable.
Right.
So just kind of double check on that. All right, back to life. I saw Song Blue.
Oh, yay.
I did.
And?
I didn't know anything about the story. It's about a couple in Milwaukee and
true
people
story.
Yeah, that created a Neil Diamond tribute band. Kate Hudson is amazing and deserves an Oscar nod, but she sings, so that's why people probably won't give it to her. But like I said on the last podcast, I want award shows for things people go to and watch
and love. Yes.
Instead of these obscure, Hollywood's got to get over themselves.
Well,
I have a different award show.
Did you look at Kate Hudson's face? She looked so disappointed. If anything, the Golden Globes in the past, now they're owned by Penske Media, which also broadcasts it. And I mean, there's all kinds of shady stuff we don't even know who the Golden Globe people are anymore. It used to be the Hollywood Foreign Press.
Right. You don't know who's doing
You don't know who's voting, but she looks so disappointed because if the one thing you think musicals have always gotten, I mean, it was...
Star is Born got love, Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper.
Yes, and here she loses to, I think Jessie Buckley.
Yeah.
One for Hamnet. Now, what are those two movies doing in the same category when the Golden Globes has comedy musical and then drama. But maybe it wasn't Jessie Buckley. Maybe it was another. It was Rose Byrne.
Again, in a movie no one has seen.
If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You,
Yeah.
which a friend of mine saw it, and she said, that is not a comedy. She said, it is a dark story. I couldn't figure out why it wasn't in that, because Kate Hudson losing to Rose Byrne for that movie, wrong.
It was, I in one.
And even Kate's, as her character, she says something, she has kind of her own, like a monologue of her own at the end that is so good, so powerful. And the Midwest accent, can we talk about that?
She did a great job.
The best one we've ever heard.
She did a great job.
Yeah. Well, and it made you feel hopeful is also the other thing in that movie.
She's such a force. And I loved, she looked a little rounder, she had a little
She did a Midwest weight gain for that role.
And he was such a force. And the kids, I really...
And how about his legs when he's just in his underwear? And I have to say, I laughed about this with my sister because my dad was a man who thought nothing of walking around
in his tidy
whities. And we would say to him, Dad, put on a shirt, you know, but he just didn't think anything of it. And I remember one time he and I went to a NASCAR race in Vegas. I was working for Sun Country. Sun Country.
Oh, we're going to get there.
Anyway, and we went to Vegas and, shared a hotel room, and we were going to the race. I think we spent like 2 nights there. And he comes out of the bathroom, scratching his stomach, brushing his teeth in his tidy whities. And I'm like, Dad, I've been forced to see you in this look
my whole life.
And I don't know. I think it's a Midwest
My
thing.
dad would go around in his tidy ways. I didn't.
No, they didn't think anything of it.
I guess.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I know. I guess we're dating ourselves. It's something dads used to do. And he would always, go put on
his boxers. My dad would be in his boxers.
Didn't wear boxers. He was
socks.
a tidy, whitey man. And yes, usually socks were on. Mm-hmm. So, when I saw Hugh Jackman, do in that scene, well, we had a couple scenes.
Yeah.
It cracked me up because it rang so true.
I didn't know. I wouldn't Google anything before you go to it. And then I was obsessed afterwards.
Yeah.
But I love a tribute band. We go to see tribute. I was remembering one time, and I don't know if my mom was like in We Care or I don't know what it was, but at the old Met in the parking lot in the summer, for one of these, We Care used to be a place for singles to meet on Friday nights.
I didn't know that.
Back in the 70s. And
that's how people met.
It was a We Care movie. And it was just kind of, it was for divorcees and single people.
I love it.
At least that's what my concept was.
Yeah.
And so we went, and it was a Beatles tribute band. And Lori, I swear I thought they were the real Beatles.
Oh,
because they all dress like them. They look like them.
Had the haircuts.
I thought oh my gosh, this is the Beatles. And I was probably like 9.
Funny.
And I was just, it was the weirdest
your
thing.
Your mom brought you.
Yeah. Because it was bring your family and kids, stay, kind of.
This is so 70s.
Oh,
it's
you
so
know.
70s.
You know it. And then I think of all the tribute bands, like we've got the great ABBA tribute band in the Twin Cities. Yes. That is so wonderful to see. But when we go to Vegas, we always go to the Legends.
Yeah, the Legends, any of that stuff. I love it.
Because if you can't afford to see the real thing, it is so much fun.
It is.
It's so much fun. All right. What is so much fun is that people sponsor our podcast.
Yes, it is.
And we so appreciate it. And I just want to give a shout out for Twin Cities Closets. And their website is tcclosets.com. And I'm making a call, Lori, because I need
tcclosets.com.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to make a call too.
I'm just so excited because it's custom solutions for any nook, cranny in your home.
I'm looking at a closet right behind you in this cute little bedroom, and they would make magic, and then you would not be annoyed.
I could shut the closet door?
You could shut the closet door, and then you wouldn't have any annoyance, and then you'd have a place. Because you are the keeper of a lot of our costume things.
I am.
That we do. And so this closet behind you, I bet they could fix that up. You'll be in heaven.
And the lighting that they do is one of their trademark things. They are made and manufactured right here in Minnesota. They're a locally owned company, which we absolutely love. But they give complimentary consultations, no pressure, and it's free. And why not have a designer come out to your house, give you options that you never even thought were available, starting at as low as $500.
That's right.
But it is you're worth it. And I think I get frustrated in this house because it's teeny.
Yeah,
and there's two of us.
Your closet situation is horrendous.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for pointing that out. But I want you guys to visit tcclosets.com, have a complimentary design consultation, and of course, tell them Lori and Julia sent you. And another place you can get a complimentary consultation is at Hair Restoration Institute of Minnesota. And I have to admit, I saw our hairdresser yesterday, and I hadn't seen her in a while. And she's like, look at all these new hairs sprouting up.
Oh, was she proud of
your
hair?
Yeah, she's very proud of my hair. So anyway, if you...
Did you tell her you did PRP?
Yes.
Because she sees all these scalps all day long.
She does
She'd
see
be
them.
a good reference.
Yes. And so there's so many different reasons women and men lose their hair. But the one thing is women give you the permission to have a hair transplant. We've always just thought it's for men.
I know.
Why can't women, you can do this. And
Probably more easily.
Probably more easy because you can hide it under long hair. And so they do hair transplants. They do scalp tattooing. So you know, if you're thinning, that's an option. They also do, the PRP, and they have another one of like where they put shots into your scalp to stimulate growth.
Is it using your own blood?
That's one, but there's also one using stem cells.
Oh, got it.
That's the one that I use.
Okay.
Because I don't want my old growth hormones.
Okay.
I want a young person's growth hormones.
Got it.
But they do it all for you. They're wonderful to work with. I've been working with them, so have you, on and off for years, and they are so experienced. So give them a buzz or go visit them at HRIMN.com. And in the upper right-hand corner, click on free consultation. And literally, they do a scalp analysis. They tell you kind of the
pattern of how you're
what's
losing
happening.
It, why are you losing
and
it.
you can do it virtually or you can do it in person. And I highly recommend them. Wonderful. So, and we thank them for being early adopters. Okay, so now we're going to move on, Lori. I have a couple random thoughts for you.
Oh my gosh, I haven't had a random thought for you in a while. Well, I have them every time we talk, but...
Okay, so with your situation, health-wise, that you just had, did they say you should take extra vitamins, you should do anything different?
Hydrate to get this viral infection out of me, because I don't know if you know this, but viruses do not respond to antibiotics.
I do know that. It has to work. Because my kids had.
Okay. Yeah, you're a mom. You're almost a nurse.
Not really, but I like to think I was.
Yeah, but you did know that.
Right.
I did not know that.
No,
because I kept going, isn't anyone going to give me an antibiotic? And like the nurses must have looked at me like I was denser than dense.
I would agree. Mm-hmm. But no, Lori, that's a common question. So here's one of the things, okay, that you can reduce your stress. And I think a lot of us are stressed right now in Minnesota by going on a walk, even 5 minutes. We had ice dams out here, so I couldn't walk safely to the street. And I went out the other day and just chipped them all down. And I'm in a shared community area because I'm so sick of not being able to just go on a walk.
Yeah, it's treacherous. I don't even mind the sweet, sweet smell of the Mall of America for a walk.
Oh,
Julia.
no kidding. And we walk in Bielenberg out here in Woodbury on like a turf.
Yeah, because I don't want to be falling.
No, exactly. So there's just that walk. It's 29% difference in your stress level.
Wow.
And just for a short part of time.
Okay.
And it also adds on to your mortality rate. And just because I really have been not motivated to move because I don't have a schedule really. Mm-hmm. And I'm a scheduled person and I'm just kind of...
Yeah, how you doing with that not scheduled thing?
No, well, like I said, I have not been motivated to move lately. So I know I always feel better if I do. Yeah. So that's just...
I belong to I go to Pilates and
I know.
I schedule everything around Pilates and hair.
You really... That is how our life is worked.
But I like this 9 a.m. class, that works for me. And it's such a good group of people.
And you get to like everyone, don't you?
And there's people that you don't like. Yeah. And, but you make little friendships. And God, there's this one lady who just insists on walking into the studio always with her boots on. And I think it's so rude.
I do too.
And yeah. And one time I said, your boots are on. And she said, yeah, I know. I said, well, look at what you're dragging. Because some people, believe it or not, do Pilates barefoot.
Oh, I would never. I'd legs and straps.
My feet. Yeah, for the straps. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't care for that lady because I just think that, what does she think? She's the only person in the room? I mean, just rude.
Well, I understand that.
Yeah.
The woman who owns the gym, it's called Uplift, and it's a women's lifting gym, but they also have the machines and stuff. I've been going there on and off for 20 years, and Jill literally texts me like, am I going to see you soon? I mean, we have this friendship.
Do you pay?
I pay.
Okay.
I'm just
and
terrible.
You don't go.
I paid Lifetime for years.
Oh my gosh.
It's just terrible, Lori.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not alone.
No, I get that, but I mean, I don't understand paying for it.
I don't either.
These memberships are not inexpensive.
Well, I went.
Okay, good.
And it's just so funny because we've been friends for so long. She's like, just come in. Get your butt in here.
You should see me at Barbell Strength. It's pathetic. I use 5 and 3 pound weights.
You go.
Well, I do
You
go.
show up and go. That's all it is.
I do go, but I mean, I'm such a weakling. My shoulders, they've always been bad.
You have always
I couldn't even climb the rope in 4th grade.
I don't know who could.
Oh,
I probably.
I knew. Yeah, I bet you could. You've always had strong
I used to
shoulders.
do pull-ups, but no, I can't even do it.
I could never do a pull-up.
Okay, so you're supposed to be able to do 15 push-ups a day as women. Real push-ups, not on your knees.
Julia, I did 15 push-ups.
Yep, you can do it. I haven't done them in so long, but I made it to 20.
Yeah,
and I was
a
very
day
impressed.
after my ER experience, I did 15 push-ups and held a plank.
Did you work out the
30
day
seconds.
after? Did you work out? You are so sick.
So you know what my thinking was, though? Here was my thinking.
I
Okay?
can't believe.
I Googled the gastrointestinal tract, and I see how compacted everything is in there. There's all kinds of curves and corners. And then I had also, thrown up. So when you throw up, you use muscles that you don't use. So you're very, very... So my thinking was if I went to a barbell strength class, that it would stretch out my hurting muscles.
How did that work?
Well,
I don't think that sounds wise.
I'm not really sure, but in my mind, it's working.
Okay.
So
That's half the
better.
battle, Lori.
I felt better about it because I was so, I felt sluggish.
Yeah.
From all of the abnormal behavior that my body was putting me through.
You're so funny. Okay, so turmeric. Do you take turmeric?
I do not take turmeric.
All right.
And the reason why, I have a delicate stomach. I cannot right now, even the thought of a spicy anything, but I know you can take a turmeric pill.
Yeah. The turmeric is supposed to, because
it's anti-inflammatory, right?
So I'm having an arthritis flare-up in a pinky.
Mm-hmm.
My thumbs have already gone, but they don't hurt. They're crooked. My thumbs, if you ever meet me,
you do have terrible old lady hands. You need to be like Madonna and start wearing gloves.
I've covered them. When I drive, I pull my sleeve down over my hands.
You do.
It's
we
too
should
late.
get some gloves. Let's just be like Madonna and start wearing gloves.
But
my hands don't look.
Yours don't look like
you.
mine.
You might be 4 years younger, but.
No, my body doesn't
look. Those hands look 15 years
but
older.
But it also turmeric for arthritis, and it also may include improvement in non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, GERD, and depression.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought that was best.
I know a lot of people who take turmeric.
I do too. I used to.
Yeah.
The pills
Get going.
I know. Flaxseed. It enhances cancer treatments. It adds fiber and omega-3 fatty acids, but it also contains lignans, Ligna.
Yes, that's like oil from like a muscle.
Yeah, which can bind to estrogen.
Not a muscle in a body, but like the little sea creature muscle.
Oh, well.
I think that's what it's from.
Well, what it does is it binds to estrogen receptors and reduces tumor growth. So it's just supposed to be an all-around.
I've taken flaxseed oil for years, and my doctor has always approved
of the flaxseed oil.
The flaxseed oil, because they
I didn't
make
know
you
they had
list
oil because I take it in the seeds, and they always get all over. There's a flaxseed oil.
Pill.
Is it a pill?
Yeah, it's a
All
pill.
right.
It's a big gel pill. It's big, but I'm
See,
very
I can't
good.
do the big ones.
I'm very good at swallowing, Julia. Years of experience.
I can't. And I actually had a magnesium pill, but it was one of those big gels. And I tried to bite into it and cut it in half.
No.
It was so gross.
Yeah.
I can't do the big ones.
Well, there you go.
Pilates. Here's what it says of Pilates. It can treat chronic pain and strengthen your core, spine, muscles, but the side benefits, it reduces anxiety and depression.
Yeah, everyone is really so happy and calm in there.
Because it is. It's a luxury because you go with the reformer and all the bells and whistles.
And it's, there's young people too. It's
not great.
I worried that, oh God, I'm entering my laying down exercise years, but it's a variety of
I did
ages.
it so long
You
ago.
did it way before it was even a thing.
I did. All right, garlic. So everyone has colds right now. Think of how long your cold, snotty nose lasted since Christmas. You sound good today.
Yeah, thank you.
But
I'm glad I'm not driving you crazy anymore.
No, you drove me crazy. So garlic can stop a cold, both fresh pressed garlic and, of course, in chicken soup. But they boost your immune system. So think of that, just garlic. My sister used to get really bad yeast infections. And remember, she'd put garlic in a hoo-ha.
She would?
Oh, yeah.
Why would she do
maybe
that?
TMI. I'm sorry I shared that, but you don't know which one.
That's not a good idea.
But she used to do it because she had them chronically. And, there's a healing something in garlic, obviously.
You eat it. You eat it in food. You don't put it up your vag. What are you, goop?
Well, this Lori again is probably like 20 years ago.
Well, that is a bad idea.
This actually,
there's only like,
it might even have been 30 years ago.
Good Lord.
I know, isn't that something?
Mm-hmm. I don't want to get into, the numerous things that can go in there, but
please don't.
Garlic is not one of them.
Please don't. Please don't do it.
So I heard Ben Affleck and Matt Damon talking. They've got a new movie. It drops today on Netflix.
What is it?
It's called The Rip.
Okay.
And, those two, did you know that those two have known each other since they were like 12?
I do.
You
okay. And Matt's older than Ben.
By a year and a half.
Yep.
Yeah. So this
really, really important information to hang on to.
Yeah. Well, this movie, it sounds, for sure, Casey and I are going to watch it this weekend, and it's going to be very cold here in Minnesota, but it's a crime thriller. And it's based on a true story. A group of Miami cops discovers a stash of millions in cash, leading to distrust as other people learn about the seizure, making them question who to rely on. And it was directed by this guy named Joe Carnahan, and
they do good movies together.
They really do, and it's getting great reviews on it. And I think their production company, the one they formed during the SAG strike, I believe it was, where if the movie does well, everyone below the line also gets bonuses. They are trying to make it be a more equal filmmaking thing. And
it's called Below the Line, I think, or something.
That is what it's called. Above the line are the actors, the directors.
But I think the name of their production company
might be Below the Line.
I think
Maybe it is. And so it's called The Rip. And if you like a crime thriller, these cops face a dilemma. They get a tip about this $1.4 million in cash, or maybe $20 million in cash. But it's really a lot. And they just have such an easy rapport together. And I was just thinking about how 2 years ago when Jennifer Lopez put out that terrible thing on their love story, the whole video. And I just think of all
not a video, it was a 2-hour documentary.
And we knew it was going to end in tears. But I was just thinking about like when you've known somebody since you were a kid and everything that they go through. And it's just, you just accept everything about that person, the good, the bad, the mistakes they make, the ups and downs. It doesn't matter because they just get each other in a way, and they were laughing.
Kind of like us.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
because we've known each other
30, almost 35 years.
Something like that, Julia. Mm-hmm. But they were talking about how when they won the Oscar for the screenplay, and they were visibly
for Good Will Hunting.
Very shocked. They were 25 and 26.
Yeah.
And Ben was making fun of himself because he said, yeah, man, I must have thanked Boston, the city of Boston, like 3 times. And Matt Damon made fun of some of the things he said, but they had decided they were such long shots.
Yes, they were.
To win that
And that was a
screenplay.
good movie that people went to and saw. It was a great movie
It was
with Robin
Casey and I's
Williams.
first date.
Oh, was it?
Yes. At Highland Theater. And he fell asleep. And I couldn't believe it. And he's fallen asleep in every movie just about I've ever been with to him.
Well, he's
At some
consistent.
point. Yeah. So anyway, but a great movie, Robin Williams, Matt Damon. And they said we cannot write a speech. We'll be better off the cuff.
Sure.
And they just were like, because we could see ourselves 50 years from then sitting at a bar someplace in Boston saying, can you believe we wrote a speech? And we would just have given each other so much grief about
You
it.
would have.
So
Yeah.
we're better
yeah.
laughing about all the silly things that we said and just how surreal it was. But they also felt like they were older for fame, being only 25 and 26, even though I would argue that Ben Affleck had a lot more
growing up to do.
problems, catching up to Matt Damon.
Matt Damon met the bartender,
Yes.
his wife.
And they've been together for
forever.
a long time.
Forever.
And all 3 of his daughters, or 4, I can't remember, they all look just like their mom.
They
Beautiful,
do. Absolutely beautiful.
Anyway, and we're going to see Matt Damon.
What's the name of the movie
It's
again?
called The Rip, and it's
Okay.
on Netflix. It drops on Friday, January
Okay.
16th. So I think it's going to be #1 movie on Netflix this weekend because people do love a crime thriller.
Love.
And based on a true story.
Love it.
And in the 80s. So the fashion. Speaking of the 80s, starting.
Before we do, can we just thank a couple more people?
Oh, sure.
All right. Let's
Then
start.
I'm coming back to the 80s.
So you're going to go to Envision this weekend, Envision Opticals.
Yes.
So
I need a new pair of glasses. I've had these glasses for like 2 years and it's 1 year too long. I like to change it out.
you
I
do.
want to have a fresh pair.
a fresh pair. So we always talk about them being the eyeglass whisperers.
I need some whispering.
They always know what looks good on your face. And I can't tell you how many times I'd grab something. No. And I'm like, I really want, no, it doesn't work. It
Go
doesn't
ahead and
work.
try it on, but you'll see.
You'll see. Exactly, Lori. So take pictures because we
Yes.
want to see what you figured out. Eyewear, of course, is your most powerful accessory. It's the first thing people say when they look at you. And, they've curated your shopping experience. It is a delight going into an Envision store. They know what they're doing. They work with a small custom lab. They have the best opticians, and their staff is amazing. And it's just a great experience. And so we, of course, for years, just can't speak highly enough of Envision. And they're in the Galleria. They're on Grand and Victoria. They're in the North Loop downtown. And they're also in Minnetonka. And don't forget to mention Lori and Julia. We promise something good does happen.
That's right.
We're not lying about that. We got it. And then let's talk about Borton Overseas. So we have a limited number left of seats or spots to go with us. And our trip, Spectacular Scandinavia, is May 4th through the 11th. And it is, Jeff and I are so excited.
Yeah, it's a beautiful curated trip. And I've told a couple of people who have thought about going with their husbands. I said, well, Julia's bringing her husband.
He'd love more company.
Yeah.
Bring him on.
Yeah.
But he's so excited because this isn't something we would ever have planned, we would have ever have done. And we're going to go see so much of Scandinavia.
Yeah, Stockholm, Copenhagen, Oslo.
And then there's an extra trip that we're going on to Norway. But we're going to see fjords. We're going to have great experiences. We're going to see the cities. We're going to have great meals.
Stay at beautiful hotels,
yes.
centrally located. Thank you very much.
I just am so excited. So if you want to come with us, we would love it.
We would.
Go to BortonOverseas.com and there's information on Spectacular Scandinavia. And if this isn't, where you want to go or the timing doesn't work out for you, they have so many custom itineraries. Thank you. You weren't helping me because you're counting your dollars, or what are you doing? You're looking down and you're planning your next trip?
No, I'm not. I want to, though. I want to. What about Ireland? What about going to Iceland? What about going to Africa? Yeah.
Totally.
Borton
but
does cover a lot of the
they
world.
really do. They really do. And we love them. All right. So I have to tell you something.
No, we're going back to the 80s.
Oh.
Because we were just talking about the 80s. and before you thanked our sponsors.
Oh,
so I
gosh.
just want to go back to an 80s thing because The Rip, this Ben Affleck, Matt Damon movies is set in the 80s in Miami. So speaking of Miami in the 80s, yesterday or sometime this week, confirmation came that the new Miami Vice movie reboot, which is in the works at Universal, it's been rumored about, but filming is going to be starting.
Is
like
Don
in May.
Johnson going to star in it?
I hope he has a
I do
cameo.
too.
I hope he does. But the Top Gun Maverick director, Joseph Kosinski, is going to be directing Austin Butler as Sonny Crockett.
Of course. And who's
And
the other
Michael
one?
B. Jordan as Ricardo Tubbs.
I love that.
And
That's a great combo.
isn't it? And it's inspired by the original series pilot and first season. There's a trailer out. It looks amazing. And the release date is next summer, August 6th. So I love that they're just paying tribute to that first season because for people who weren't around when that show debuted.
So fun.
I also loved it because then it also
Miami.
brought in some great fashion.
Oh.
I remember my boyfriend got a pair of white slip-on loafers and he would wear with the shirt. I mean, I loved it because I liked 70s dressing. I liked it just kind of brought a, I don't know. I like when guys flare and peacock.
I agree.
And the Miami Vice.
When they can.
And if you can pull it off, but I think anyone can. This schlubby, the worst thing grunge ever happened was just every schlub. I mean, the women of today have been robbed. So I'm hoping Miami Vice will bring some fashion, but we also have had those.
We have been robbed.
We've been robbed, but we have our heated rivalry guys. Connor and Hudson are having so much fun being on the Today Show. Seth Meyers. I mean, Watch What Happens Live. They are
Eating up their...
But it's only been like 6 weeks since they became famous that they went from waiters to, and they are amazing.
We're talking about Heated Rivalry,
Heated Rivalry, the
on
two
HBO.
guys, Hudson Williams and Connor Storries.
Connor's story with Seth Meyers
was hysterical.
He was hysterical,
Charming.
but he does have the 70 looks. He wears his shirt unbuttoned.
I'm
too.
so glad. This is why everyone's going crazy. Women,
And
the
the
gay
flare
men have always known.
Yes.
They want to look at something, hot and good looking, but these guys, like at the Golden Globes, their answer to this one lady, they walked the red carpet separately. Who's the better kisser? And both of them said me.
Well, of course.
Yeah, I know.
That's a great question. That's a
isn't-
great fun question.
And a great answer from both of them because they are just so smooth and confident. And
It's fun to see people become a success overnight. It's fun to see because one's from Odessa, Texas, and the other one's
Texas, the one who plays the Russian.
Yeah.
Ilya, Connor's stories.
Before what I loved is on Seth Meyers the other night, Emilia Clarke was on first. And people know her from Game of Thrones. Khaleesi. And she had to speak Darkthorian, or what was the language?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then she's in this new thing on Netflix, or what is it, on Prime, that they're Russian. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No,
even?
but I want to know because I skipped over Emilia and got right to Connor.
If you even know how charming she is.
Oh, I know.
Her face,
she gives good couch.
Oh, she is so wonderful. How do you spell Emilia?
Emilia. Clark with the knee.
Okay, so here's what she's in right now. She's going to be in this. It's called Ponies.
Oh,
it's called Ponies. It's Emilia Clarke and Hallie Lou Richardson. It's a new Peacock series that is called Ponies that premiered this week. And what it's about, set in Moscow, 1977.
Ooh.
Two ponies, person of no interest in intelligence speak, work anonymously as secretaries in the American embassy.
I love it already.
It is until their husbands are killed and they become a pair. I mean, it just looks so good. It's on Peacock.
Okay.
And
Duly
she was talking about learning Russian, and her Russian interpreter person she hated, and they finally gave her a new one, and then she could learn. And so Connor Storrie was talking about his Russian interpreter.
He does that whole monologue in Russian to what's his name?
And he said that the people that he filmed with, because they did go to Russia or something for this, which
they
surprised
did
me.
that where he like that kind of grody underpass with all the graffiti. That's a real place.
Yeah, and so he said the Russian people kind of didn't know that he wasn't Russian, but then a lady, the grandma or something, said, "What is this, American Russian or something?" But
I thought he sounded very, very, very good.
But Amelia Clark, boy, Me Before You, I could watch it a million times.
Oh,
it's so sad.
It's so sad.
But where's our Sam Caffigan from Daisy Jones and the Sixpence?
I don't know, but
I love him.
Yeah.
All right.
He might have peaked in that movie because he was poorly cast in Daisy Jones. That was my only objection.
You didn't like him?
Well, he wasn't as hot as I imagined from the book, Daisy Jones and the Six. And speaking of being as hot as you imagine, so The Night Manager is back. And 10 years ago, we watched, I don't know, was it Sunday or Tuesday night on AMC, 6 episodes of The Night Manager starring Tom Hiddleston and Hugh Laurie, based on a John le Carre novel, and Elizabeth Debicki, who goes on to play Diana in The Crown. And everyone was obsessed with that show 10 years ago. He starts dating Taylor Swift after that, and now 10 years later, The Night Manager is back. The characters are back, and Tom Hiddleston is so smooth and
don't say sexy.
Debonair.
Okay, debonair.
He's
fair.
debonair.
Okay.
He's very debonair, and to do this under, he's infiltrating bad people and stuff. And Casey and I were like, I can't remember that show. We loved it though. So we just went back and watched it's only 6 episodes.
Right. That's a great idea because it was so good.
It was so good.
Was it helpful? Did you need to watch it?
I didn't need to watch it, but if you only watch the last episode.
Yeah. I always like to do that.
Yeah, watch the last episode of season 1 if you don't want to. But it's on Prime, and they dropped the first 3 episodes. And Casey and I, of course, gobbled it up, and we were just like, no, now we got to wait 1 a week. And you know who's in that? Who is so beautiful. Just goes to show you, no matter how beautiful you are, you can be dumped by Leonardo DiCaprio if you waste 4 years dating. Yeah, Camilla Moroni.
I love her. And
her career has exploded since he dumped her after she turned 25. This was several years ago.
I love her.
She is... Wow, is she stunning?
She is stunning. And, if you feel like you're not as stunning as you used to be and want to up it a little bit, can we highly recommend Minneapolis Plastic Surgery? And our favorite doctor there is Dr. Jarvis. And he is certified by the American Board of Plastic Surgery, which is so important.
Number 1.
But again, it all starts with a free consultation. I mean, maybe it's your breasts. Maybe you want a reduction. I know friends our age that have just got reductions and are so happy and like, why did I wait so long? But maybe you want a mommy lift, the tummy tuck, or you can do your arms, you can do your face. You can do your brow. They will do it for you, but I'm telling you, it is such a great experience because it's smooth. It's all right there. They've got the surgery center and
the nurses
results
have been there so long.
I know
there are nurses there that were there, in 2004 when we did our eyes
and our brows. Which was probably the best thing we ever did.
It really
The brow thing was probably the best thing.
Yeah,
but it was so, your facelift, I'm looking at you.
Oh, yeah.
It's still great.
Happy.
But we just love them. And they're called Minneapolis Plastic Surgery. And they're located in Golden Valley. And call today and have a complimentary consultation with Dr. Jarvis. It doesn't cost money to ask questions. He will be realistic with you, tell you what you can and cannot do. And he's just wonderful to work with. Okay, I have to tell you something now.
All right.
First of all, I just looked up Sam Claflin. And he is in a new thrilling show called mystery series called Vanished, starring Kaylee Cuoco and him. But
Isn't that a network show?
No, it's called Vanished.
Yeah.
And it is...
is it out?
It's the series, let's see. It's Alice Coco goes on a romantic French vacation and becomes a dangerous mystery when her boyfriend, Tom Parker, vanishes from a train.
I wonder if I read this book.
I feel like I did too.
Yeah, this sounds vaguely familiar.
It does to me too. But it's on MGM Plus.
I have it.
Oh, I can't. I have.
Julia, I have everything. We have everything. Casey and I don't deny ourselves one TV thing.
Oh,
He's always calling places and getting stuff for free.
Well, you're lucky you would do that. I would never waste my time. I could never.
He does it, and I just encourage it.
Well, of course, you benefit. It's a great thing. All right.
So it's called The Vanishing.
It's just called Vanished. And I love Kelly Kyoko.
Oh, I do too.
The flight attendant.
That's a great book too.
Yeah. Okay, so I just have to give a shout out for Mystic Lake Amphitheater.
Amphitheater.
I know, I always say it wrong. But the Bodines, they have really great music set up for this winter and next summer.
The new amphitheater, yes.
But this is indoors at the Bodines. 40 Years of Love, Hope, and Sex and Dreams is Friday in January, which would be so much fun to go to.
Friday, January 30th.
But, I mean, that would just be fun.
I love the Bodines.
I do too. So, but next summer, they just announced John Cougar Mellencamp. And he is coming there, and he's going to be there Tuesday, 2 days after your birthday.
July 14th.
Yes.
We're going.
The tickets go on sale.
We're going.
I feel like today.
We're going.
And then Chris Stapleton is doing 2 shows there.
Casinos pay big money, so they get huge acts.
And this is the
brand new amphitheater.
And the Goo Goo Dolls are going to be there. Oh. And then they have, other people that I thought you'd like would be Pitbull. Pitbull is coming there.
Back, and I saw him in the old amphitheater spot.
Yep.
And Casey and I went, and I think they might have had chairs, but everyone was dancing.
Yep.
And I had my Fireball bracelet. I had the big bracelet flask that you gave me.
I did,
and
it's a big silver flask that has a screw-off knob.
But it looks like a huge bracelet. So I brought it in, and it was filled with Fireball. And of course, this was before 2020. And I think it might have been 2019. And I was sharing my Fireball with
out of my
bracelets with all the girls that I thought were hot all around me.
Okay, that's so funny.
I know. So Pitbull is fun. I went with my mom to see Pitbull at Planet Hollywood.
Oh, I know you did. I remember when you went.
So fun.
But so there's so much going on at Mystic Lake with their new amphitheater. I just want to give a shout out.
Amphitheater.
Well, whatever. You know what time it is?
I don't know.
We have to go.
It is?
Yes, time's up.
We're having so much fun.
I know we are, but we're gonna be back.
We will be back.
We do this twice a week.
That's right.
We will be back. That's something we can guarantee with you. But thank you for hanging out with us, and our thoughts and prayers go out to our, state of Minnesota.
Yes, most certainly.
They do. All right, we will be back, and we are still out. Please share us with others. We would love to have more listeners.
That's right.
You can always send us a direct message on our Instagram if you want us to talk about certain subjects or have guests or whatever.
You said that, not me.
No, but you can answer them, Lori. That's your job. All right, we'll be back later. Have a great day.
I earned my degree online at Arizona State University. I chose to get my degree at ASU because I knew that I'd get a quality education, they were recognized for excellence, and that I would be prepared for the workforce upon graduating. To be associated with ASU, both as a student and alum, it makes me extremely proud, and having experienced the program, I know now that I'm set up for success. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.